Mobius trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game.
Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes and you keep your eyes open, okay?
Okay.
Did it work?
Oh.
My eyes are closed.
Yeah, there are things happening.
Okay.
So, what's going on? Captain, what can we do? Why did I go blind? I can't see. Press X.
Well, I'm not supposed to know what's happening, though.
Okay, then don't do anything.
Okay, am I moving?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're looking at the floor right now.
Am I not looking at the floor
Oh,
anymore?
now you're okay. So
Okay.
keep it right about there.
Okay.
Oh, keep it right there.
Right there?
Yep.
Am I moving?
It's all... Nothing's happening. Okay, now it's starting over again because we didn't press anything.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
Oh, okay.
And there is a solution, by the way.
Well, I was trying to... Alright, I was just doing what you told me to do. Help, I'm blind.
Can you do something? Can you fix this?
For some reason, what's going on?
I can't die like this, oh my god. Oh, just run out of the room. Maybe?
Ah! Oh, here we go.
Oh.
The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I'm bursting with creative...
Nope, that isn't truthful.
Okay. You dick.
Say B.
Oh, okay. My work is always fun. Nope.
Nope, sorry, that's not true. Is there anything over to the left?
No, just another elevator.
Oh, I guess we're gonna die then.
Because we lied. We're a liar. They told me to close my eyes. I paid attention. Listened to the instructions.
I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it! That's the truth!
Okay.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So, where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I'm stuck in it. We're going to be okay. To me, it sounds...
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Plot twist, he made the Stanley Parable.
Yeah, this is...
This is nice.
Yeah. Where did this island come from? Ooh.
Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost.
When I try to create, I feel empty.
Oh no. What happened? Did something change?
What?
I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me, to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far.
You have to take me to it.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
I don't know. Maybe you should let us play the game.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
You have to open the door. Now you have to close the first door. Now just press the switch here.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
I feel like I would find this to be a lot more relatable, because I do find this to be very relatable, if he would just let me figure that out on my own.
Mm-hmm. I've been kind of operating under the assumption that this is the same person and he's just
telling us how he was feeling at that time.
Yeah.
I wish he didn't make me pay to see this.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that it's different, it's creative. It's just not something that I'm 100% enjoying. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous, that you love it 100% of the time.
Sure.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Don't worry about it.
Ah, that feels wonderful.
But it wasn't true.
Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy.
I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
That's it. I'm free. I'm free.
Oh, there's a person in there.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. And you can begin the interrogation whenever you like.
I
know, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Very good. Just be warned that someone can blah 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 blah. Let me open the door. It calls itself Coda.
Ugh. Please give us answers.
Have you got a minute?
Will the machine answer for what it's done?
Hello?
Where's the machine now? What will you do with it?
How did you capture the machine?
What can you tell us? Do you know where the poisonous games have come from? You stopped.
And of course, it's the machine.
Your work was keeping us alive. It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day.
I've been so alone.
Apologize for leaving me. No? Nothing? All right then. I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Well, my friends, it falls on me to deliver bad news.
The machine will not apologize to us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are.
Let us show it that we are not failures.
We will destroy the machine. Follow me. We will destroy the machine.
Coda, I'll make sure you are known forever. Isn't that what you're scared of? Exposed to the view of others every day, forever? Seen in naked clarity?
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback.
Oh, he's gonna be pissed if you do that, bro.
If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work? So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Put down your weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's.
Called Fuck You. I thought you were my friend.
This one is called The Tower. And to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Did Coda end up committing suicide?
That's what I thought since, like, the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be like, I can't believe you didn't like this game about my friend who killed himself. And I'm like, well, you put your words all over his shit, so...
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
It's not the story that I don't like. It's not the game that I don't like. I just want to hear what Coda has to say instead of what he has to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where I get really frustrated. Unless he's Coda somehow, then, then I'm the asshole.
Still, though, it's a lecture.
Yep.
It's not even a narration, it's a lecture about symbolism in games.
This room actually has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the level, so when you're ready to continue, press the use key on your gamepad, and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
I'm sure if I figure out the maze, there's some sort of crazy Easter egg, but no thanks. I don't want to do the invisible maze.
No, thank you.
I don't like that. You know what? One of the things I don't like is that even if Coda was something he made up, he's like, here's all these things that Coda did that made it, like, agonizing to play, but I'm just gonna make it so you don't even have to do that. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And even if that would be a really frustrating experience, if I was Coda, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. That one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Well, see, that's what annoys me. Like, even if Coda isn't real and that you made it up, you're taking this person's stuff and then changing it. And I don't know. Like, if the game was supposed to loop forever, then it's supposed to loop forever. Even if it's a shitty thing that wasn't yours. And then you assign all these meanings to it that he never told you.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Yeah, what is, like... I feel like the only point of this so far is to listen to him talk. Which is, like...
Which makes...
not really what I expected this to be.
Yeah. It's frustrating. And I understand the irony in that you're watching a Let's Play in which...
Well, no, but we when we Let's Play a game, like, we don't speak over dialogue.
Yeah, that's what really annoys me, is that when we're playing the game and we're trying to read the dialogue, he suddenly comes in and starts talking over it. Which maybe, in the end, that's going to be the point. Because that whole section where he was like, oh yeah, and then I just took his game and showed it to other people, and it made me feel really good. I felt so amazing.
Oh, look at me, I'm a good person, I did a good thing. And I was sitting there thinking, like, if you're really a good person, most, like, good people don't run around saying that they're good people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that you have to be, like, super, like, self-deprecating about being a good person.
Oh, no, like, you can know that you're a good person. It's just that, like, that one part where he was like, I felt so good. And you know what? He's probably self-aware of this part.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably part of the story. I'm still trying to give the story, like, all the credit it deserves.
Yeah.
Or at least I hope it deserves.
I'm
that
just
part,
very interested to see what the ending is going to be like.
Maybe it'll surprise us and we'll look like assholes.
Good! That would be great, because then I wouldn't feel like I wasted an hour and a half of my time.
No, I genuinely am like, I really hope that I'm wrong and that he, like, turns it around and he's like, and then I learned that I was an asshole.
Oh, yeah! Maybe he'll be like, and then I realized I was a dick.
For talking over my friend's game and sharing my friend's game without asking, and then telling myself I was such a good friend for sharing his game without asking.
And, like, inserting my vision over somebody else's work.
That's what, like, really bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that's, like, the point. I bet this is just a one long fuck you to Let's Players.
Yeah.
Like, I really do get the irony in that when you watch us play, like, Life is Strange or, like, things like that, we're like, what's the symbolism of the bird and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that, like, we didn't sell you a game and then
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely. Just saying, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem.
Dude.
Maybe you don't have to fix the problems.
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Yeah, but why? I think that's one of the things that really annoys me.
That he has to fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like that one part where he was like, Coda wanted you to struggle and do all this shit, but I'm gonna take that away from you and just explain it to you.
For not understanding this game?
Oh.
I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
So our observation that he was an annoying asshole was actually part of the story. That's actually okay. Yeah. I'm glad that we decided to.
He comes to the conclusion. He's like, "Am I annoying? Is it true?" And Coda's like, "Yeah, man, you are."
All these games, it's actually me telling you that you're super annoying. I just felt so
strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me.
Oh my god!
I stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
This motherfucker tricked us! He made us think this game was awful! But really this game made us feel exactly how we were supposed to feel. This motherfucker! I was like, God, he's so annoying. And then he was like, yeah, I am annoying. And we're like, oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah, I am annoying.
And you're like, you thought that you were just annoyed by me, but really, I crafted an entire scenario.
Where did I screw up? But really, I annoyed myself! Ah!
I did it on purpose! It's actually really, really good writing instead of shitty.
Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore. Because he got obsessed with him.
It's weird, right? Okay. Awesome. Alright. Opinion of this game just like completely flipped around, and I actually really enjoy that I got like taken for a ride. Don't you love that? I'm so happy.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I do appreciate that there's like at least a purpose now.
A purpose? Like, I know.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
Oh my god!
It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you. I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you.
Oh my god. I got taken for a ride. I was like, God, this guy's so annoying. He's like, you're right. I am annoying. And I'm like, damn it. Whoa.
You've so infected my personal
and
space.
The people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games.
Oh, shit.
If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes?
Oh, shit.
Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe?
Slammed.
This guy's a super douche. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them?
Oh!
Wow.
Stacey, this game just took me for a ride. I was like, God, this guy's such a douche, like, adding solutions to his game.
And then he's like, metagame, I am the douche.
Wow, this guy's so not self-aware of what a douche he is. It really annoys me.
Wow.
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing.
I'm having an existential crisis about video game theories. I'm like, oh my god, am I even like respecting video games by making video game theories? Blah, 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 blah. But then I remember that most of the devs are like, I love this, thank you. And if a dev was ever like, don't.
No. Would you simply let them be what they are?
No, Stacy.
They're talking to you.
Yeah, Stacy.
They made this game for you.
Do you think this game was made for you, Mari? Yeah, definitely.
Totally.
Definitely. I'm like, God, should I be respecting video games by not making video game theories? And I'm like, no, wait. Like, every single time I've been like, do you like this? They're like, yeah, I like it.
When I am around you, I feel physically ill.
Holy shit. This is a very angry game.
Yeah. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it.
Holy shit.
Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. Basically, he's saying, like, please quit trying to analyze me, psychoanalyze me. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me.
Oh, slammed.
I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve.
I love
this. So now
this.
he's the problem.
I love this so much. I love this so much.
But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work.
What?
Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you.
You're a crazy motherfucker.
So I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games
No,
again?
You're so crazy.
Please.
Oh, God.
I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
wow.
I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again. Like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
This shit got just so real. I'm so glad we finished this game, because I was
Yeah.
getting really annoyed with it.